Casey looking for answers to the Pirates' road woes. One bucko who doesn't mind wearing his road grays is all-star candidate Jason Bay, who's tearing it up in every city. Will he or won't he? Sidelined by a muscle strain, Barry Bonds could be out against his former team. Tonight, it's the Duke and the Buccos, live by the Bay, and it's next. It's the first of 4 against the San Francisco Giants here at AT&T Park. The Pirates' 7-game road trip continues. They lost 2 of 3 in Denver against the Rockies and looking to turn things around out west, way west here in San Francisco. Greg Brown along with John Wayner. Pirates get great news, Rock. Barry Bonds will not play tonight. He probably won't play in all 4 games with a muscle strain in his side. That's very important because the Bucs have won 5 of the last 6 games played here over the last 2 years. All 6 games, Bonds was out of the lineup.
Huge advantage for the Pirates, Barry not being in there. I kind of like to see him play personally, but it's a huge lift. Moises Alou's white hot with this team, and the record overall, they're 26-18 with Barry in the lineup, under 500 without him in the lineup, so a huge advantage for the Pirates.
All right, one guy we know will be in the lineup for the Buccos, the mainstay, the all-star candidate, Jason Bay. He's been tearing it up really most of the year, but look what he's done the last 8 road games. He's hitting .536 with 7 home runs. You can't blame the Pirates' road woes on him.
Jason Bay's been fantastic on the road. Obviously, PNC Park not as hitter-friendly as some of these venues on the road. Jason Bay, over the last 2 years, just one player in Major League Baseball with more home runs on the road. That's Andrew Jones.
Still can't explain why the Pirates are so abysmal away from PNC Park. They are 5-24 on the road this year.
Certainly not Jason Bay's fault, and you can see it, almost 2 runs less on the road. ERA just a half a run worse on the road, but really hard to put your finger on. But it's something that you hope will even out by the end of the year because, you know, there's really no reason to be this bad on the road.
Well, you wonder if it starts playing on the Pirates' minds, and hopefully the guy on the mound will turn things around for the Buccos tonight. Sir Duke, the Bucco left-hander, has won 2 straight ball games. He looks to keep the Giants at bay. Bucs and the Giants are coming up next.
Hi, I'm Sean Casey, and you're watching FSN Pittsburgh, where Pirates fans come first.
Welcome back to AT&T Park as the Pirates start the first of a 4-game series against the San Francisco Giants. Tonight's starter, Zach Duke, joins us now. And Zach, interesting place to play at AT&T Park, and more interesting, they're going up against such a veteran lineup, anchored, of course, by the guy that we all know, Barry Bonds. Is this something that, you know, everybody says, wow, I face every batter the same, but when you got Barry Bonds in the batter's box, do you think, you got something to prove against a guy like him?
Well, of course, that's history right there. You look at a guy who's second all-time home run list. That's saying something right there, But I really can't change my approach. I just have to be aggressive and pound the zone. They do have a very veteran team, but I haven't faced them yet. They don't know. They haven't seen my pitches coming at them, so I'm just going to be aggressive and try to get ahead.
Have you felt in this your second year that the scouting report is kind of out on Zach Duke? People know what to expect from you. Obviously, the first time through the league, nobody really knows what to expect. All they can look at is what they've seen from maybe 1 or 2 starts previous. Do you think the book is starting to be written on Zach Duke?
I think so. I think definitely the first inning book is starting to be written, so I'm going to have to rewrite that a little bit. That's really kind of my focus right now is starting off on a good note. And, of course, guys are starting to figure out what I've got and, my game plan, I guess. But I feel like I've definitely still got the edge in the competition just based on that I can think along with them. I have scouting reports as well. So it's just one of those things where I feel like I can still stay a step ahead. I've just kind of failed to do that in the first inning a few times.
When you look at the success this team has had both on offense and as far as pitching, Jose Castillo, last week's NL Player of the Week, talked about how the offense is kind of fed off of each other. Those guys getting hot, hitting is contagious. Can the same be said of pitching? Because it seems like the starting pitchers have really started to pull together as a group and have pitched really well over the last 10, 12 days or so.
Oh, absolutely. We're throwing the ball very well. We're being aggressive. We're getting ahead of guys. We're putting the pressure on the other team. When our hitters are swinging the bats the way they are, we're putting 6, 7 runs up on the board early in the game. It's always nice to pitch like that. You can just settle down, be yourself, and just get into a good rhythm. And, you know, our offense has allowed us to do that, and I think that, you know, really this is just a good quality of baseball that we've been playing.
You talked about not changing your approach, pounding the zone. The last couple of starts, rocky first innings. Of course, the offense came back and saved you quickly, and you shut it down 6 scoreless innings. What do you think the key is to getting off to that strong first inning start?
It's going to be switching it up a little bit, you know, mixing in my pitches a little bit more early on, and then adjusting my game plan accordingly. You know, I can mix it up early and then pound more fastballs late, or I can just keep on mixing it up and just show guys different looks throughout the game. So I think the key is really just going to be, you know, just adjust to what I've done wrong in the past and come out aggressive.
All right, Zach Duke will look to get the Pirates off of the right foot on the first of this 4-game series. We'll have the first pitch right here at AT&T Park right after this.
More flights to more places than ever before, Southwest is taking low fares farther. Visit southwest.com. By Toyota, where you can choose from 16 different fuel-efficient models to find the ride of your life. Toyota, moving forward. By Pennzoil, not just oil, Pennzoil. And by PNC, banking how you want, when you want, where you want. It's as easy as PNC. Welcome back, ready to play ball here at AT&T Park. Pirates-Giants, game 1 of the 4-game series. We'll take a look at the Pirates starting lineup. Game 1, brought to you by Dodge. Nate McLeod, Jack Wilson, Sean Casey, 1, 2, 3 in the order. Then Jason Bay, Jeremy Burnitz. Steady Freddie Sanchez is the National League's batting leader at the moment. His .351 mark leads everybody in the National League. Jose Castillo hits 7th. Ronnie Polino leads all catchers. In fact, leads all rookies in batting, and Zach Duke is on the mound.
Scouting report for Matt Cain, brought to you by Citgo. 4-5 record, hard-throwing right-hander. Got a good hard fastball, mid-90s on a 3-game roll. 3-0 his last 3. Just a 1.83 ERA in those 3 games. Held opponents to just a 1.34 ERA. Stretch him out. When Matt Cain gets base runners on, the league's hitting .310 against him with nobody on base, just a 186 batting average against.
Take a look at the defense behind him, and it is a good defensive core for the San Francisco Giants. Defense brought to you by Pepsi. .988 fielding percentage, that's the best in the National League. It is Moises Alou in left, Randy Wynn, the center fielder, Jason Ellison in right, Feliz Vizquel on the left side, Durham, Necro on the right side of the infield. Alfonso does the catching for Cain.
You look at Omar Vizquel, he looks as young today as he did 15 years ago. I played with him winter ball '92. He looks exactly the same.
Playing just as well defensively, and we're underway. Nate McLeod takes ball 1. And now a strike. McLeod 1 for 5 in the loss yesterday at Coors Field in Denver. 2 for 10 in the series. And has been in a June swoon. 4 hits and 23 at bats. 174 batting average for Nate McLeod in the month of June. Cain, the hard-throwing right-hander. It's 3-1 now.
We'll get that fastball up to the mid-upper 90s. Pitches comfortably, 93, 94.
Might have chased ball 4.
There's a good 12-6 breaking ball. Curveball, what he goes to when he gets ahead in the count. Doesn't have much right to left movement as much as it has north to south.
Payoff pitch. And he swings and fouls that fastball out of play. Stays 3-2. Check the weather here in San Francisco at AT&T Park. 57 degrees, 77% humidity. Winds out of the west at 17 miles per hour. Fair skies.
Well, Nate's battling. Fouled off a couple of pitches that were probably ball 4. 57. It was 97 at game time yesterday.
Yeah.
Greg.
Well, contrast from Denver to San Francisco. 3-2 pitch again. And he drives that one deep to right center field, but it's going to be caught in center field by Randy Wood, and actually not that deep. That ball, when it took off, looked as though that was going to be a gap shot. That really died.
It got tied up just a hair and got it out there. And you know, what's amazing about San Francisco, it's never been known as a hitter's paradise, the old Candlestick or here at AT&T. To see Barry Bonds hit the ball as far as he does here is quite impressive.
One away, Jack Wilson at the plate. 3 for 14 in that 3-game series against Colorado on a strike called. Jack Wilson has struggled over the years against Giants pitching. He's a .210 lifetime hitter versus San Francisco. Hitting just a .190 here at AT&T, formerly SBC Park. This is the 7th year they've played in this yard, and it's a beautiful ballpark. 3-1 on Jack Wilson.
Comes up with that fastball, maybe up out of the zone again, and we saw Nate McLeod swung at a couple of balls that may have been ball 4. Jack does as well. Good hitters count, 3-1, and you know, as hard as he's throwing, the batter gets it started a little bit early. Fastball there just missing.
And let's hear from our reporter Marshall Harris in the stands. Marshall.
All right, guys, let's take a look at tonight's storylines. It starts out with Freddie Sanchez, who with a couple of hits yesterday has taken over the league lead in batting average. He's now batting .353. That's tops in the National League. The Pirates, though, are road weary as a team. They got that initial road on the win, but they are 5-24 away from PNC Park. And the question tonight, Bonds or no Bonds? Right now, the answer is temporarily no Bonds. He is out of the lineup, as you guys mentioned, with that strained muscle, not available to pinch hit tonight, although he says he's feeling better today than he felt yesterday. It still remains a question as to whether or not we'll see him this series.
Thanks to Marshall Harris. We'll hear from Marshall throughout this game and throughout the series. Sean Casey, 2 for 9 in that series against Colorado. He loves hitting here. .425 lifetime hitter. The Giants' home ballpark. 0-2 on Sean Casey. Average at .265. 3 homers, 11 runs batted in. First handful of games off the disabled list was on fire, and he's cooled off. And a base hit. Runners at first and second.
Oh, an 0-2 pitch to Sean Casey, and once they come up and in, you'll see the catcher sitting up a bit off the plate. It ends up down in middle. Sean Casey hammers it in the right, a bit of a favor from the young right-hander. Pretty good pitch to hit with 2 strikes.
Jason Bay is average at .311. He's tied for 5th in the league with 18 homers, 4th in the National League with 49 runs batted in. Take strike 1 from Matt Cain. 5 for 8 in the 3-game series at Coors Field. He has 46 walks. That's 4th most in the National League. His on-base percentage is 4th highest. He's everywhere. Top of the charts. That's why we encourage you to go to MLB.com or Pirates.com and vote for Jason Bay. Make him the starter, the All-Star game at PNC Park. He deserves your vote. And you can vote as many as 25 times. You can stuff the ballot box. And while you're at it, go ahead and vote for steady Freddie Sanchez at 3rd. And actually, you'd have to write his name in. You can do that. Jack Wilson at short. Jose Castillo at 2nd. And while you're writing in Freddie Sanchez's name, you can write Ronnie Paulino in, because he's doing some damage as the rookie catcher. Only Brian McCann of the Atlanta Braves has a higher batting average among backstops in the National League, and Paulino is leading all rookies in hitting. And it's another walk to Bay, and the bases are loaded, and now the Pirates look for a big hit from Jeremy Burnitz.
Yes, sir. Early troubles.
And you need to do that Pirates do anyway, John, because of the early troubles the pitching staff has had in the first inning. You and I were looking over those first inning numbers for the Pirates. Opponents have outscored the Bucks 64-37 in the first inning.
It's unbelievable.
That to me tells the story right there as to why the Pirates are where they are in the standings.
Yeah, I think Pirate pitchers, the next highest inning for runs allowed by the Pirate pitchers is 38 in the fifth.
That's the second highest inning number for Pirates pitchers.
26 less.
Wow. So here we are with the bases loaded and one out. Infield looks for that inning-ending double play ball from Burnitz. It's fouled off. 3 for 7 in the series at Denver. 1 for 2 with a home run yesterday. Now has 9, and he's driven in 30. He's hit safely in 13 of his last 16 games. He's batting .380 during that stretch. Look out.
The first pitch to Burnitz was a little sinker or a cutter. 0-1 pitch, a fastball. He humps up, throws it 96 miles an hour. And Burnitz loses the handle on his bat. I guess a little fan ended up with it.
So Burnitz now with a new stick. 0-2 the count on him. 25th pitch of the inning already for Matt Cain, and he gets him.
We talked about the 0-2 pitch to Sean Casey that caught middle of the plate, and he hammers it into right field. Jeremy Burnitz falls behind 0-2. His first pitch was a little sinker that was down and in. The next one by him on the outer third. This down the middle by Jeremy Burnitz. I say this young righty, 21 years old, got some bulldog in him and likes to compete.
And he's facing a tough competitor right now. Matt Cain, the 21-year-old rookie, facing the league's leading hitter, Freddie Sanchez. 2 for 5, 3 RBIs yesterday. 2 balls, no strikes. Batting leaders in the National League. Scott Rowland now tied for second with Miguel Cabrera. Then David Wright and Matt Holliday. We just saw Holliday in the Rockies.
Boy, just a couple days ago, I thought Cabrera was hitting like 359, was he not?
Yeah. 3-0 on Freddie Sanchez. Matt Cain has walked 25, struck out 47 in 60 innings of work. This is his 12th appearance of the season.
And does the league's leading hitter take a pitch? Indeed he does. And
give him another ribby.
An easy RBI. It doesn't get any easier than that. After all strikes coming right at Burnitz, unable to find the strike zone with Freddie.
Just a reminder, each time the Pirates score this season, Safe Auto donates $50 to Special Olympics. Dave Righetti, pitching coach for the Giants, his first trip to the mound. Matt Cain has won 3 straight starts with an earned run average over those 3 ball games of 183.
29 pitches already, 1 more ball than strikes, and we'll see what Castillo does here. He gets in these jams, he faces a hard throwing pitcher. Sometimes he gets too big and gets a little overly aggressive. See where he goes here. I like it. Takes a pitch.
You like that a lot? I know you do.
First time he's ever faced Matt Cain. It's not a bad idea to get a look, see what you're up against.
Whoa, and that got him. It nicked him. Hit by pitch, 2-0.
Very nice. Another easy RBI. A run walked in and a run hit in. See some pretty good movement from this fastball, and up and in. It keeps riding in there. Castillo.
What is Rick Reed possibly talking to him about right there, do you think?
No idea.
Crew chief goes over and talks to him, the second base umpire. Well, here is Ronnie Paulino. .328 average. He's hit safely in 6 of his last 8 ball games. Did not start yesterday. And he takes ball 1.
Boy, and he's really trying to just chunk it up there, really overthrowing and missing his spot. Catcher Alfonso set up down the middle, missing way outside.
Taking a strike. And the mock cheers from this crowd at AT&T. 1 ball, 1 strike on Ronnie Paulino. Breaking ball, dribbled foul.
I'm going to say that's the first curveball thrown by Cain in this first inning.
Matt Cain, first round pick in 2002 by the Giants. Grew up in a suburb of Memphis, Tennessee.
Breaking ball, maybe he'll throw it away. Fastball.
2-2 on Ronnie Paulino. Again, highest batting average among National League rookies.
See, we go 1-1-3-1.
Slaps it out of play.
Hard to tell. That conventionally the pitchers, it'll be second sign, shake first. Let's see, Ronnie 20 points ahead of Ugla.
Nothing ugly about that batting average, but Cain gets him swinging. A bases loaded walk was followed by a hit batter, and the Pirates will take 2. We're back with the Giants Chrysler lineup. Bottom of the first, 2-0 Pirates lead. Randy Wynn will be followed by Omar Vizquel, hitting .385 over the last 11 ball games. Lance Niekro is the first baseman. Moises Alou in left. Ray Durham is at second base. Pedro Feliz will hit 6th. Jason Ellison, the right fielder. Elisier Alfonso is the catcher, and Matt Cain is on the mound against Zach Duke.
PNC Bank scouting report for Zach Duke. Just 4-6, a pretty decent ERA. Here you see his stuff. Start strong. We mentioned the first inning woes of the Pirates pitching staff, and that includes Zach Duke. 9 runs allowed in the first in his last 4 starts. 11.25 ERA in his first innings this year, and he's an innings eater. 11 of his 12 starts, he's gone 6 or more.
Chop back to the mound. 1 away. The Rico defense tonight behind Zach Duke. For the Buccos, 1 error last 8 games here at AT&T Park. Sean Casey at first, Jose Castillo at second. Left side of the infield, Freddie Sanchez, Jack Wilson. In the outfield, left to right, it's Bay McLeod, Pernitz, Ronnie Paulino behind the plate. And a strike is called on Omar Vizquel. 39-year-old switch hitting shortstop. Hitting .310 on the year. It's over 300 against both lefties and righties. Oh, nice stab by Zach Duke. Ball would have been into center field.
That's a tough little play. And that comebacker. Ball was hit fairly hard. The ball stays low, but it's hard to get that glove down there below the knees, but Duke with some quick reflexes makes it look easy.
First baseman Lance Niekro with a .248 batting average takes a strike.
For a big righty, not very good against lefties, just 189.
Rolled to third. Freddie Sanchez throws on to first, and a good quick 1-2-3 bottom of the first inning for Sir Duke. 2-0 Pirates.
Hi, I'm Ryan Doman. You're watching FSN Pittsburgh, where Pirate fans come first.
We're back. Let's take a look at our Geico quote of the day from Barry Bonds. I was hurt from the second inning on Tuesday. I played because I didn't want to come out. I'm only concerned if somebody's putting me in a coffin. Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Here's Zach Duke. Takes a strike. 182 batter with a couple of runs batted in. Matt Cain walked 3, hit a batter, struck out 2 in the first, and a ground ball to Durham. Quickly 1 out in the top of the second inning. Nate McLeod flied to right center field in the first. Ball 1. Giants on the year now, 31 wins, 28 losses. Tied for third in the National League West, 3 back of the Diamondbacks, tied with San Diego. Dodgers are a game and a half behind in that division. The Pirates in last place in the National League Central, 13 and a half out. The Chicago Cubs, who lost to the surprising Reds today, 7-1, are a dozen games back. The Pirates creeping up on the Cubs in the Central. But how about the Reds, who now lead the Cardinals by a half game in the Central Division? Look out. More wild stuff from Cain, 2-2.
And you have to wonder if Cain has the good feel on his curveball or not. He hasn't thrown very many. Threw one to Ronnie Paulino, that one there to Nate McLeod, neither one in the strike zone. For that matter, the fastball command not all that great either.
Popped up and Necro.
Watching this, the Giants defensively after yesterday or the last series in Colorado, how the extreme shifts with their outfielders. The Giants must not believe in the scouting reports and the spray charts, because they're playing everybody pretty much straight up all the way around. I saw some crazy things in Colorado.
Yeah,
as far as
very exaggerated shifts from their outfielders, the Rockies. But as you said, John, this outfield of Alou, Wynn, and Ellison pretty much straight up. Jack Wilson walked and scored in the first. And lines this one to left. Over is Alou. Jack Wilson, a base hit. Now, John was talking about the numbers when Cain has to go into the stretch. He seems to be a different pitcher. Nobody on base. Opponents hitting 186. Somebody gets on against him, they're hitting 310.
Here's a breaking ball that he throws and leaves up and in. And as a right-handed batter, you see a breaking ball or anything off speed that's up middle in. That's pretty good hitting. Pretty good pitches to hit, and Jack did a great job staying back, lining it in the left.
Sean Casey toward the gap in right center field. Nobody going to catch that one all the way into that notch near the 421 sign. Jack Wilson scores, and Sean Casey into second base with an RBI double. Pirates have a 3-0 lead.
Very nice to see Sean Casey, a couple of hits, went through a little mini slump there. Struggling with the bat, he gets another fastball he likes right down the middle. Not much different than the pitch he lined in the right in the first. And again, with runners on base, Cain struggles. Jack hustles. 3-0 lead.
Bay, a swing and a miss. Walked in the first. Gives him 47 free passes on the year. He walked 95 times last season, to give you some perspective. Jack Wilson scores from first base on the Casey double to give the Pirates a 3-0 lead. A 2-out single for Jack.
Bay's just, what, 3 walks behind Barry.
Yep. 0-2 on Jason Bay. Lays off that breaking ball. Last time out for Matt Cain. Beat the Mets at Shea Stadium. Allowed 3 earned runs in 5 innings. Two and two. Giants have high hopes for Matt Cain. He could be an ace, they believe, for a number of years down the road. Runner at second base. 2 outs, 2 and 2 the count. And now a full count on Bay. Corona presents miles away from ordinary. 12 homers last 3 weeks. Jason Bay leads all major league hitters in homers. It's covering those games since May the 18th. Alfonso Soriano of the Nationals hit one tonight. He has 10. And another walk. That's the 4th allowed by Matt Cain. 2 to Bay.
Already 54 pitches. And the command obviously not there. And you got scouting reports that raves about this guy's curveball, and he must have not had very good feel for it in the bullpen. He hasn't really established it or thrown very many in this game. He's gone to a little short slider that has been ineffective. The fastball is going everywhere.
Burnitz lifts this one to right. Shallow. Second baseman going to make the play. Catch is going to be made. Jeremy Burnitz came to the plate with the bases loaded in the first inning and struck out. Comes up here in the second with first and second and pops up. Pirates lead 3-zip. Moises Alou will lead off 3-0 in favor of the Pirates. Alou off the disabled list 2 days ago, starting in left field. Barry Bonds is out tonight and probably for the series. You look what Bonds has done in 91 games against his former club. First 73 games, hit .283. Last 18, .444 batting average. He hit 11 home runs over his first 73 games against the Pirates. Last 18. This ball's popped to right.
It's when you want to face Moises Alou with nobody on base, and that's a big help not having Barry in the middle lineup. Moises hitting .472 with runners in scoring position.
Ray Durham hitting .228 on the year. One of 3 switch hitters in the lineup for Felipe Alou. Durham batting .342 from this side of the plate, just a .187 as a left-hand hitter. Durham hit .290 last season in his 4th campaign with San Francisco, and quickly 0-2 the count. Zach Duke got 3 ground balls in the first. Gets a fly out to start the second. And Durham takes a pitch inside.
Coming in again with a fastball.
What that pitch was.
Just a little sinker. Took a little off. Tried to get him to pound it into the ground.
Fox box at 84, but I think with a line drive to right into the corner. And extra bases for Ray Durham. A 1-out double to right field for the second baseman.
That's pretty good hitting right there. After the 0-2 up and in, then he'd come down and with a fastball. Goes back away, and Durham just stays with it, hits it. Almost looked like he was sitting on it away. Very rarely will you see a pitcher come in 3 straight pitches, and I think the veteran Durham knows this, so he sat on that ball away, and that pitch may have been off the plate, and he hits it hard.
Third baseman Pedro Feliz takes ball 1. Feliz with 9 homers has driven in 37 runs. He and Jason Bay shared Player of the Week honors a couple of weeks back. Feliz in his 6th season with the Giants. Jason Bay, of course, Also won Player of the Month for May. Durham at second with one out. Three and one. And he walked him.
Zach Duke being careful with Felice. After the double from Durham, he'd rather face Ellison, it would appear.
Jason Ellison, the 28-year-old in his second season. Hit .264 as a rookie last year, batting .273 this season. And look out, he's a lifetime .440 batter against the Buccos. Ellison out of Lewis and Clark College in Lewiston, Idaho. Second round pick in 2000.
That's pretty impressive. You know, he's got a world of talent to go that high out of the state of Idaho. You don't hear too many guys getting drafted out of Idaho, let alone that high. Ooh.
Ball hit into the stands and a lot of concern right now.
The ball bounced off the top of the dugout and hit somebody in the head. Looked like a young lady.
0-2, one out, two aboard, 3-0 Pirates lead. And 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Duke fastball in, curveball in, fastball in. See if he'll throw something outer third with some downward movement. See if he can get a ground ball right here.
Well, that'll be fine. First and second, the pop-up, so the infield fly is called. The batter is out. And mad scramble.
4 guys ran for it. 3 of them retreated.
Ran for it and then realized somebody better.
There you see all of them coming in here. And all of them running away. The loudest man wins. And you knew he was screaming because they all retreated in a hurry. Those are the easy ones to catch. You know you're on the grass. You know it's infield fly roll. You have no fear of screwing anything up because if you drop it, you're going to. Your batter's out anyhow, and you have a pretty good chance of a base running mistake.
Eliezer Alfonso playing in his 5th game. Strike is called. Mike Matheny on the disabled list, so they called him up. He's the second cousin of former Giant Edgardo Alfonso. 10 minor league seasons, 6 different organizations. Finally gets a chance to play in the big leagues. And his first hit was a home run. And Paulino not able to block that ball. Runners will move up 90 feet.
You heard Zach Duke say he's going to mix it up a little bit earlier in the game and not be as predictable. He normally likes to come at hitters with fastballs. He gets ahead with a curveball, throws this 0-1 curveball, and it takes a wicked hop. Paulino, no chance.
Durham and Felice move up 90 feet. 1 ball, 1 strike on Alfonso. And now 1 ball and 2 strikes.
3 straight curveballs from Duke. Showing confidence in Paulino that if he threw another in the dirt, Ronnie would be able to block it. Now he may have him set up for something hard in or up.
Yeah. 2-2.
You go up. Duke's not the type of guy that gets a lot of swings and misses on fastballs up, but he does have a good life to his fastball in.
And that just so you know, John, not to interrupt there, but that Fox box is a lot different. That we were talking about that a moment ago. That was 84, but the stadium gun showed that a 90-mile-an-hour fastball. That makes more sense. So don't be alarmed by those numbers. 3-2.
Now you do have the pitcher on deck, so you don't have to give in here. You don't have to throw a pitch over the heart of the plate to Alfonso. You still may want to try to retire him here and have the pitcher lead off the next inning, but you don't have to give in and throw anything over the heart of the plate.
That is a foul ball, but not by much.
And that was a breaking ball over the heart of the plate. It's a fifth curveball that he's seen this at bat. Just foul, ball hooking. I still think you can get up under his hands here and tie him up.
See if Paulino and Duke think the same thing here. Yep. Deep to left. Bay back. Wow.
That's risky business with the pitcher on deck.
Whoa.
Wow.
That close to making it a one-run game. But Sanchez will lead off. Pittsburgh Pirates baseball on FSN Pittsburgh is being brought to you by Aflac. Ask about it at work. And by Jeep. Hurry to your Jeep dealer and see how good the best values in America can be. It is 3-0 as we go to the third. That ball that Alfonso hit would have tied it. That close to being a 3-run homer.
No, he wanted to go in there. Left it a little too much on the plate.
That guy's tired there, John.
Yeah, he's a little sweepy.
What if he's hearing crickets? Yeah, he might be. Freddie Sanchez will lead off. Walked in a run in the first. And coming in to make the catch, Moises Alou. Ball carried out to Alou.
Just watching Moises. Not quite as nimble as he once was. He's pushing 40. Good guy though, pretty impressive numbers, unbelievable. Almost 2,000 hits.
Alou off the disabled list Tuesday, out since May the 5th, right ankle sprain. He has battled injuries throughout his career, but he is one of the clutch players in the last couple of decades.
Over 300 homers.
Originally a Pirate, Moises Alou. 1 ball, 1 strike on Castillo. Bounces this one past Cain, but the shortstop is there. A fluid motion there of Omar Vizquel. 10-time Gold Glove Award winner.
And there's like no panic, no rush for Vizquel. Looks like it's headed up the middle, and you'll just see Vizquel just glides over, just grabs it, gets rid of it quickly, right on the money as always. Half a step.
Ever graceful. Again, 10 Gold Gloves, second only to Ozzie Smith among shortstops all time. Strike called on Ronnie Paulino. Omar Vizquel, a lot of great years with the Indians. Quickly 0-2 on Ronnie Paulino. And thanks to the folks in the truck, they have fixed the pitch speed on the top of your screen, so you'll get a better indication now of what Matt Cain and Zach Duke are throwing. That's hard stuff there. 3-2.
How do they do that? that quickly.
They did a good job.
Truck.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
And there's an opposite field base hit. Paulino's so good at that for a rookie.
Yes, indeed. And just that approach is so simple. Just stay the other way. You see the ball, head down. Just not trying to pull it. Good balance. Good stuff. Good average.
Really good stuff. What an unexpected, pleasant surprise Ronnie Paulino has been. Not only for his defensive ability, but the fact that he's hitting well over 300. In fact, he came in with an on-base percentage of .372. That is third highest on the Pirates, behind only Jason Bay and Freddie Sanchez. 1-1 on Duke. A liner to right field for Zach Duke into the corner. Now Paulino does not run well. Ellison will get the ball out of there, and Jeff Cox is forced to hold the runner at third base. A double for Duke.
Well, I always said Zach Duke, you watch him in BP, got one of the prettiest swings. You know, doesn't always compute in games, but there's a breaking ball. A nice smooth stroke from Zach Duke. Just 309 down the line to right field. If it's a normal park and it's 330, 340 down the line, then obviously the right fielder Ellison would have further to go, and Paulino may have scored, but over quickly.
Ball one on Nate McLouth.
Nate McLouth, a good fastball hitter, and Cain's got the best of him the first 2 times up. I look for Nate to put good wood on a fastball here.
McLouth, like Jeremy Burnett's, really struggling to drive in runs with men in scoring position. McLouth has had 36 men in these situations, either second and or third. He's driven in only 5 of those 36 runners. Burnett's has had 80 men in scoring position and driven in only 20 of them. 3-1 on McLouth.
Nate, I mentioned he very rarely you'll see getting tied up by fastballs, and he's saw a bunch of them from Cain. Good hitters count here. If this pitch is in the zone, I see Nate hitting it hard.
Oh, didn't even look like he put a full swing on it. A line drive caught by Alou. Lines it to the left fielder. And we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd inning at AT&T Park. 3-0 Pirates. Bass Boat. Call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS or visit pirates.com. That's Tuesday night. Pirates and Cardinals. Bucks will be back home. 3 with the Redbirds, and then a weekend series against the Twins. Interleague play. Paulino will make this play on the pitcher, Matt Cain. Quickly 1 out. Zach Duke retired the Giants 1-2-3 in the first. Randy Wynn started the inning, bouncing back to the mound. Randy Wynn, traded from the Seattle Mariners last year. Good deal for the Giants. Played in 58 games after the trade from the Mariners. Hit .359. Yorvit Torrealba, the catcher we just saw with the Rockies, was dealt to Seattle in that summer trade, along with Jesse Foppert, pitcher. And Randy Wynn, originally a Devil Ray, was traded over to Seattle before the 2003 season for Lou Piniella. Compensation for Piniella leaving that contract.
Got a little pop in his bat too. Hit 14 homers and just 230 at bats last year for the Giants.
Third baseman Sanchez on to first.
That's what you see, you like to see from Zach Duke. Easy ground ball outs. That's his 5th ground ball.
Another bouncer. Oh, tough hop, but Jack Wilson stayed with it. 6-3 and 1-2-3 go the Giants. After 3 innings, it is 3-zip Buccos. Welcome back. Time for the trivia question. I'll time that better next time. Name the only 3 pitchers to win 10 or more games in a season for both the Pirates and the Giants. That's a good one there. 3 pitchers to win 10 or more games in a season. One of them's easy. We'll see him on Sunday, right? Got to be Jason Schmidt.
You would think.
2 others that won 10 or more for the. How about maybe Donnie Robinson? It's got to be one.
Possibly.
Fly ball by Jack Wilson toward right center field, and it is the right fielder Ellison.
Pretty good wood there for Jack. Just got under it a hair. If he wants hits out in that neck of the woods, he's going to have to get on top a little more, because that's a long way.
Couple of hits tonight for Sean Casey, and you would have expected that. As we mentioned at the outset, he came in batting .425 lifetime in this ballpark. He loves this yard. Pirates with 5 hits. Matt Cain has walked 4. He's also hit a batter.
Matt Cain. First 2 pitches here to Casey, changeups, 89 and a 90-mile-an-hour changeup. Pretty firm for a changeup.
That's.
There's a good breaking ball. It's one of the few he's thrown for strikes. Try to bury the curveball.
Casey on it.
Threw him an 0-2 fastball middle. Casey hit it hard, then a fastball middle. Second at bat, hit a double. Now 1-2 curveball. Couldn't throw it for strikes. Now he's hanging it down the middle. And Sean Casey likes it.
He has thrown 80 pitches already, has Matt Cain, and now faces Jason Bays. Walked him twice. Sean Casey is 3 for 3. Two balls, no strikes. Let's go down to Marshall Harris.
All right, guys, tonight's game marks the 250th consecutive game that Jason Bay has played. That stands only behind Baltimore's Miguel Tejada, Texas's Mark Teixeira, and Seattle's Ichiro. Now, talking to Bay before the game, he doesn't believe he'll ever catch that Cal Ripken record. In fact, he doesn't believe anybody will do it. He says he's been fortunate that he hasn't been hurt this season, hasn't had any minor bumps and bruises to keep him out of the lineup. In fact, he says in order for him to take a day off, he believes he'd have to go to Jim Tracy and tell him he needed a day off. There's no way they're not going to put him in the lineup day in and day out, and that's what he likes, coming to the ballpark and having that rhythm every day.
Base hit to center field. 2 aboard. Jason Bay on base for the 3rd straight time. Thanks to Marshall Harris. Yeah, he's a ways away from the Cal Ripken record, 2,632 games played.
You think?
I think. The Pirates record, Gus Surr, former Pirates first baseman, played in 822 consecutive games. That was back in the early 30s. And for a while stood as the National League record. And now Jeremy Arcardo is in the bullpen. Dave Righetti is out once again.
Matt Cain, fortunate. It's just a 3-0 Pirates lead. Left 7 on base in the first 3 innings.
21-year-old rookie Matt Cain, who came in with a 3-game winning streak, an ERA of 183 over his last 3 starts against the Oakland A's, Colorado Rockies, and New York Mets. 1 away, Jeremy Burnitz takes a strike, and again, men on base in scoring position for Burnitz. He came to the plate with the bases loaded, 1 out in the first, and struck out. Came to the plate with runners at first and second in the 2nd inning, and 2 outs, and popped up. I might have misread the numbers earlier. If I did, clarify it. He has come to the plate this season with 73 men in scoring position and has driven in 16 of those.
And 0-2 here.
Smokes that one past John T-Bone Shelby, Bucko first base coach.
Boy, and Matt Cain has gotten ahead of some hitters. I mean, he's walked his share, and when he's gotten ahead of hitters, he throws too many strikes, and he's been hurt throwing pitches in the zone ahead in the count. And there he goes again. 0-2 breaking ball down and into Burnitz. That's where he likes it. 0-2 fastball there. Catching plate.
John Shelby, first base coach, putting those ankle guards to good use. Jason Ban, Sean Casey both use them, so he wears them as they're on the bases, and some batting gloves also. Ball popped up to Alou. Again, Burnitz fails to drive in a run.
It's the 4th inning, and he's already left 7 men on base.
Now Cain, with 2 outs, faces Freddie Sanchez. A bases loaded walk to steady Freddie with 2 outs in the first. That forced home the Pirates' first run. Sanchez flied to left in the 3rd. Broken bat, foul ball. Freddie Sanchez, a .379 hitter with men in scoring position. That's among the league leaders. Of course, he is the National League's top hitter at the moment. Piskel, routine. Buccos leave a couple, and we'll go to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Pirates in front 3-0 over the San Francisco Giants. We're back, and Lance Niekro leads off the bottom of the 4th inning. And a base hit to center to start things off. First time they've had their leadoff man aboard against Zach Duke, with the Pirates leading at 3-0. That Aflac question, only 3 pitchers to win 10 or more games in a season for both the Bucks and Giants. I just thought of the 3rd one, I think. Big Daddy. I think it's Don Robinson, Rick Russell, and Jason Schmidt.
You're very good.
That's pretty good stuff right there. That's a great trivia question.
Yep. And you had no help.
Nope. First correct answer in 5 seasons. Moises Alou flied out his first time.
Last ball, Niekro hit back up the middle. I looked up at the radar, 103 miles an hour.
Whoa.
Coming off the bat. Moises Alou, you look at that stance. That stance hasn't changed. And what, 88, 89, 17 years, the same stance. Never wore batting gloves. He's got the strongest hands of anybody I've ever played with. Starts with his hands out front. Away from him, pulls him back in.
Hits this one deep to center. McLeod back. Moises Alou on a 1-1 pitch. Hits his 8th of the season. 3-2 ball game.
Very strong, the strong hands, and you see Zach Duke leaves it up and out over the plate. And you'll see Moises has his hands out front, but he'll get loaded, get him back, get through it, hitting off his front side, head down, extension, and 410 feet. Just mentioned, Greg and I were talking during the break that the Pirates already have left 9 men on base, and we hope it doesn't come back to haunt us. And just like that, a 1-run ball game.
And now Duke falls behind Ray Durham 2-0. That's the 10th home run Duke has allowed in this his 13th start. Durham doubled to right in the second. And now 3 balls, no strikes. Walks him on 4 pitches. Brings up Pedro Feliz. He walked him in the second. Here comes Jim Colborn, the Pirates pitching coach. Zach Duke has walked 32 this season. He walked 23 in 14 starts last year for the Bucks. Again, he's making his 13th start of this year.
We talked about Zach Duke's struggles in the first inning. Even the first time through the lineup, his average hitters are hitting 320 off him. He gets better as it goes along. The second time through, it goes down to 278. The third time through, 205. But one elevated pitch out over the plate to Moises Alou cost him a couple of runs. And a walk to Durham and some power here in Feliz.
One ball, one strike on the Giants' third baseman. Feliz signed by San Francisco as a non-drafted free agent in 1994. Hit .250 last year with 20 homers. Feliz at the plate with Durham at first and no one out in this 4th inning. Didn't miss by a whole lot. 2-2. One thing about this Giants team, they don't strike out much. They put the ball in play. Fewest strikeouts in the National League. Should be 2. Yes.
Very nicely done. Duke, after 0-2, goes inside with the fastball. And that sets up the changeup down and away. You see Paulie set up. It's out here. Perfect pitch to get the hitter In this case, Felice out in front. Tailor-made.
Wilson to Castillo to Casey. And this dribbled foul.
Pretty much the same pitch. Change up, down, and away.
Oh, and 2 on Jason Ellison.
Three pitches this at bat to Ellison. Ellison got to see each pitch that Zach Duke throws. Change up, fastball, curveball.
Grounded to third, and Freddie Sanchez has it for the final out. Play goes 5-3, but Moises Alou, with his 8th home run of the season, recently back off the disabled list. Giants happy to have him back in the lineup, and they're down just a run. Pittsburgh Pirates baseball on FSN Pittsburgh is being brought to you by Dodge. Grab life by the horns. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. Back in San Francisco, the Pirates lead by a run. Jeremy Accardo takes over. Matt Cain went 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, could have been and probably should have been much worse. He allowed 7 hits, 3 runs, walked 4, hit a batter. But the Pirates left 9 men on in the first 4 frames. Accardo's numbers on the year.
Another hard throwing right-hander. First pitch to Castillo at 96.
Broken bat, base hit for Jose Castillo.
And another pitch at 96 miles an hour, and Castillo, numbness in his hands. Pitch running in. Key to that at contact, his hands were inside the ball. The hands were out front. The ball meets bat a little bit behind the hands. If that barrel gets out in front of the hands, he probably grounds out to the left side. His hands are inside, so he gets the soft liner along with some numbness in his fingers.
But a good piece of hitting, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ronnie Paulino 1 for 2. Giants bullpen has struggled this season. 4.75 ERA for the bullpen. That's the 6th highest in the major league, 6th highest earned run average. So Felipe Alou didn't want to go to the pen this early.
As you bring that up, Greg, a lot of those people that were struggling in the bullpen are either not healthy or no longer here, because these guys in the
pitching
bullpen
in Fresno now.
they got some pretty good numbers, including Accardo. He has a 2.66 ERA. A very consistent 96 mile an hour fastball. Benitez with a 2.03, Correa 2.87, Hennessy 2.68, Klein 2.60, Sanchez 0.00. Only Tim Worrell with an ERA over 2, or over 3 rather.
They have been a lot better since April 22nd. Their ERA is 4th best in the National League at 3.27. 2-1 the count with the runner at first base in the 5th. Would Jim Tracy start Castillo here, would you think?
I was thinking the same thing. It's possible, but pitcher is due up next.
And Felipe Alou knows Jim Tracy very well. Jim Tracy, an apprenticeship under Felipe Alou as his bench coach for a handful of seasons when Felipe was manager of the Montreal Expos. And Jim Tracy said it's more than just a good friendship. He said he's like a second father to me. The runner goes, taken for a ball, throw down, and not in time. Castillo has his 4th stolen base. Now Paulino took the pitch.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if it's a straight steal, but Paulino sees it's down and out of the zone, doesn't offer at it, and if it's the hit and run, he's got to offer no matter what. You know, looking at Castillo there, I didn't watch him all the way in, but he didn't look in that replay.
Leads one to believe that it was a straight steal.
Yeah, it's usually, I mean, anytime you steal a base, you should peek in no matter what, but on a hit and run especially, you're going to look in. I didn't notice Castillo peek in, so it may have been a straight steal.
He's in scoring position now for Ronnie Paulino.
And Ronnie can go ahead and try to drive him in. Zach Duke on deck. You don't want to give yourself up and try to get him over with Duke on deck.
Oh, 97 miles an hour.
It's tough to get to when it's up in the zone. Ronnie can get to 97 if it's down in the zone, but above the belt, tough for anybody to hit. And right at the letters.
So Jeremy Accardo, 24-year-old from Mesa, Arizona, facing Zach Duke.
Duke probably going to be swinging away here.
That one 96. It is amazing. You see this throughout baseball that a guy like Jeremy Accardo goes undrafted.
Yeah.
Attended Illinois State University, again out of Mesa, but no major league team drafted him with this kind of an arm. 1-1.
Pitch right by Zach Duke. Especially nowadays, you can see guys getting overlooked up north in the past, but scouts look everywhere nowadays. They turn over every rock looking for talent.
Well, 1 and 2, and especially in warm weather cities like Phoenix. Out of Mesa High School, again attended Illinois State University. Was also a good hitter in college as a shortstop. Zach Duke will get nothing.
That's amazing. How many have you ever looked in a media guide and saw a guy from Arizona go to Illinois, or being from Arizona and going north?
No.
Usually
Very rare. Usually stays out in the western part of the states.
A late bloomer. Maybe he didn't have an opportunity to go to a southern school.
But to me, the more amazing thing is that a guy like this doesn't get drafted.
Exactly.
Man, Nate McLeod takes a strike.
Well, he hit it hard the last time up, Nate did, with a couple aboard.
A ball and a strike on McLeod. Now with just 4 hits in his last 26 at-bats this month of June. Castillo at second base. He was there with nobody out, now 2 down. Pirates have left 9 men on. And bounced to Niekro. Bucks leave another. We've reached the halfway point. Pirates holding on to a 3-2 lead going to the bottom of the fifth. Going now to the bottom of the fifth inning, with the Pirates leading at 3-2. They scored 2 in the first, 1 in the second, and the Giants got a 2-run homer from Moises Alou in the fourth. Eliezer Alfonso drove a ball to the wall in left field in the second. Would have been a game-tying 3-run homer. Instead, it was just a long out. A fly ball to center. McLeod.
Just another long out.
Zach Duke retires the San Francisco catcher, and now he will face the pitcher, Jeremy Accardo. Accardo, an accomplished hitter in his college days at Illinois State. In fact, Accardo hit .333 with 6 homers in 183 at bats. All Missouri Valley Conference player and the MVP of the Illinois State team his junior season. But this is not college ball.
No, sir. Nothing fancy. Zach Duke just a sinker away. Accardo swinging over.
First strikeout for Zach Duke. He's kept Randy Wynn off the bases in Wynn's first 2 plate appearances. Two outs in the fifth.
Is that his first plate appearance of the year for Accardo?
I believe it was.
0 for 5 now. He was
Not.
0 for 4. Yeah. I'm just wondering. He was 1 for 2 last year.
0-1 on Randy Wynn. 2 outs, nobody on in the fifth. Zach Duke retired the Giants in order in the first and third innings. It's the even frames he's had trouble with tonight. 1 ball, 1 strike on Randy Wynn. And now 1-2. Randy Wynn, who played baseball and basketball at Santa Clara. Teammate of Steve Nash, MVP in the NBA. A fly ball to right. It is going to be another odd 1-2-3 inning for Zach Duke. Head to the 6th. Still 3-2 Pirates.
Hi, I'm Craig Wilson. You're watching FSN Pittsburgh, where Pirates fans come first.
Let's take a look at tonight's Coors Light Cold Blast. Felipe's son, Moises Alou. A 2-run homer in the fourth. His 8th of the year. And gets the Giants to within 1. Coors Light Cold Blast. Jack Wilson takes ball 1 from Jeremy Accardo in relief of Matt Cain. Both hard throwers. Wilson walked and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second, flied out to right in the fourth. It's this hard foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Jack was sitting on that heater, turned on it.
Good stuff from the 2, 3, 4 hitters in the lineup. Jim Tracy was talking earlier today about the job that Ronnie Paulino has done, and you add Castillo and you look what Sanchez has been doing, leading the league in hitting. It extends the lineup. Ball toward the line and left, and Alou is not going to get there. It's going to hug the line. A fair ball. Jack Wilson is on base for the 3rd time, and this time a leadoff double.
Yeah, after the He turns around the 95-mile-an-hour heater. He gets a breaking ball from Accardo. It's a little bit off the end. He's not sure if it's fair or foul watching, but usually when you hit a ball down the line like that, it'll hook foul. And when you hit it off the end like Jack did, it almost sounded like he broke his bat. It doesn't hook as much. I was watching Jack run the first. Almost looked like he thought it was going to end up foul, but it stayed straight for him.
Now the Pirates have not done a real good job of adding on, and this is a golden opportunity with Sean Casey, who is 3 for 3 in the ball game.
0 for 9 with runners in scoring position. The Bucks, 2 RBI walks, and Casey's double brought home Jack from first.
Pirates had Castillo at second with nobody out in the 5th, and Accardo able to get out of it. But now the meat of the order. Casey, Bay, Burnitz to follow. And Sean Casey rifles it into right field. Hit it hard, and Jack Wilson had to hold up. 4 for 4. Sean Casey at the bat tonight.
None of them cheap. 0-2 pitch there. He smokes it hard into right. First pitch swinging here. Gapper. Crack, 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 crack.
Sweet sound of Sean Casey's performance tonight. First and third, nobody out.
The first hit with runners in scoring position. Doesn't bring home a run, but gives Jason Bay an opportunity here to add to his RBI total.
Good time to get 50 and beyond for Jason Bay.
That's one thing about this Pirates offense. They are a good fastball hitting team. 10 hits here tonight against 2 pretty hard throwers. Just haven't been able to come up with the big hit through 5.
Fly ball. This will bring home a run. Jason Bay will drive in his 50th run of the year with that sacrifice fly and give the Pirates a 2-run lead. $50 ribbies for Bay. And here we are, Pirates playing their 61st game.
It just missed. Jay just missed hitting that out of the ballpark. Got pretty good wood on it, just a hair under it. Had to settle for 1 RBI. Could have been 3. Gets on top of it just a hair more.
Hard to believe Jason Bay had all of 11 runs batted in the month of April. Here we are, June the 8th, and he is now sitting on 50 ribbies.
It is hard to believe.
Burnitz 0 for 3. He has left 7 men on base tonight. 4 in scoring position. Casey at first with 1 out in the 6th. Jason Bay and Jack Wilson. Wilson the double, and Bay the sac fly to bring home the Bucco shortstop. Albert Pujols, who is on the disabled list, leads the National League with 65 runs batted in. Andrew Jones of the Braves with 54. Ryan Howard of the Phillies with 53, and now Bay with 50. Two and 2.
That's amazing. 65. That's a lot of RBIs. Did you say
for Pujols?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Andrew Jones and Ryan Howard without RBIs in their games tonight. So that's where it is. 65, 54, 53, and 50. The RBI leaders in the National League. And Burnett's swings and misses.
Burnett's a good low ball hitter. He likes the ball down middle in. And very rare will you see Burnett's make contact with a pitch up there. And above his belt gives him trouble. And
that was way up there too.
Yes, sir.
Not many hitters in baseball would have made contact with that one.
Especially at 96.
Yeah. Freddie Sanchez has walked in a run, flied out and grounded out. Now at .347 his batting average. Blocked by Alfonso. 1-1. Again, MLB.com, Pirates.com. Easy to vote for your favorite Buccos. Get them into the All-Star game. Right in, steady Freddie. And you can vote as many as 25 times. One ball, two strikes. Easy as can be. Pirates.com, MLB.com. So go ahead, vote 25 times. Voting ends at the end of this month, so have some work to do. You've already done great work to get a lot of movement as Jason Bay has gone from nowhere, bottom of the pack, to down the top 10 because of your efforts this past week. Fly ball toward the line in right field. If it drops in, it's trouble, and that's a fair ball. And Freddie Sanchez is trying for second base. He is out, and that's a heck of a play by the right fielder Ellison to get up and throw right to second.
Wow. Strong throw right on the money. Pretty good effort on the catch as well. Almost looked like he caught it, but good call by the ump.
What a play by Ellison. 9-6 on the putout. 4-2 Bucks. Another look at the play by the right fielder Jason Ellison. Trapped it and then threw a one-hop strike to Vizquel.
Vizquel with a bit of a high tag, but when the ball beats the runner by 10 feet or so, an umpire very rarely, if ever, will call the runner safe. Pretty good play though. Good strong throwing arm, huh?
Yeah.
Right on the money.
Wasted no time. Bunted by Vizquel for a base hit. He missed the bunt try the first pitch. Gets it down here.
Well, Vizquel, up there in age, still runs good. He's their leading base stealer, and he shows it the first time. Where's Freddie in the screen? You don't see him here on this pitch. And leading off an inning, I mean, Freddie's even with the bag. That's a good bunt, but Vizquel could still run fairly well. So, I mean, he's even with the bag, but with Vizquel and obviously pretty good bunting skills and still with some speed. We'll have to take it away a little more next time.
Ball one on Lance Niekro. 1 for 2. One ball, one strike on Lance Niekro, Joe's son, Phil's nephew.
You would think if you were a knuckleballer, you'd teach your kid to throw it.
Maybe he tried, maybe he just couldn't do it.
20, 25 years.
Yeah. smoked to left. And extra bases for Necro. Omar Vizquel will be held as Bay gets the ball in. Nobody out, second and third.
Well, Necro coming into the game hitting just 189 against left-handed pitching. Smoked the ball to lead off the fourth and scored the first run in front of Alou's homer. Got a pitch up in his zone from Duke and smoked it down the line. Now the tying runs at second. And we're going to be very careful here, I hope.
Yeah, because Alou has always been clutch. He's always just tattooed left-handers. Came in batting well over 400 against them this season.
472 with runners in scoring position.
One ball, one strike. Molino blocks it. A bunt single for Vizquel. Necro a double. And now Alou fly to right in the second inning. Homered over the center field wall in the fourth. Playing in just his 26th game, out a month because of the ankle injury.
Well, he's driving in a run every 3 plate appearances on the year. Come up under the hands. Tried to, misses down. He's going to be careful. I think you have to be careful. Most dangerous hitter in the Giants lineup with Bonds out.
'71-year-old Felipe Alou watching his son, 39-year-old Moises Alou. Pirates will get Solomon Torres up in their bullpen.
Good breaking ball. Good location. Starts in the zone. Alou looking for something up and out over. It starts there. And it breaks down and away, or down and in. And that's one thing you want to do with Moises Alou. He's a pretty good high ball hitter. Keep the ball down, out of the zone.
Moises Alou has struck out only 4 times in 91 at-bats.
Just getting a piece of that fastball in. See if Duke wants to double up in there or if it goes soft away.
Three and two. Did he? Appeal. Yes, first base umpire Las Diaz rings him up. That is huge. And again, for Alou, for as much power as he has, just his 5th strikeout and 92 at bats now on the year.
Wow, and that's a good located pitch by Zach Duke. Just under the hands. Diaz said he offered enough. I thought Duke might get the call on that.
Yeah, really. That could have been a strike 3 call.
Belt high corner. That's a scary pitch. Zach Duke not always able to get that ball in there, and you know, to be able to get it in there and not leave it out over. That's where you want to pitch a Lou there.
A lot of work yet to be done here. Ray Durham at the plate takes a strike. Durham has doubled and walked. Still second and third, and the Pirates infield back to concede a run, looking for outs here in the 6th inning, leading by just 2 runs. And he jumps in front 0-2. Toward left, Jason Bay racing in, makes the catch, and Bay with his momentum able to get that ball in a hurry, so Vizquel unable to score.
Nicely done. That's pretty good swing by Durham. That breaking ball down and out of the zone. Good play by Bay. You see Bay, a good break, gets behind it, and that momentum coming towards the plate. No way they could send Vizquel.
Vizquel still at third, runner at second. And out to the mound comes Jim Tracy, not Jim Colborn. This is a strategic meeting here. Whether you want to, I guess, John, with Felice at the plate and Ellison on deck, you can pick your poison. Felice, of course, a more accomplished hitter, 31-year-old with 37 RBIs. Ellison, his rookie year last season.
With Felice coming in, just hitting .211 against lefties. Ellison, 375 with obviously much less at bats. I think he just got, he's 3 for 8 against, well, he's 3 for 8 coming in against lefties.
Yeah, Ellison only has 33 total at bats on the year. Here we go. Second and third, 2 outs.
Whatever was discussed, it was agreed upon that we'll pitch to Felice, although carefully.
It'll be fun to find out from Jim Tracy exactly what was discussed on the mound.
Well, mostly him and Paulino talking.
0-1.
Get it in there. Nice.
0-2.
Earlier in this year, there was times Duke was trying to get the ball in and couldn't get it in there. Sometimes he'd leave it out over. We actually saw that earlier in the game to the catcher. Alfonso left it over the plate, but he buried that last fastball.
Blocked, and Vizquel with a couple of steps toward the plate, and Sanchez thought for a moment they might get a call. Vizquel took 1 extra step toward third, and Paulino gunned it to Sanchez.
Boy, and if Paulino takes his time and looks up, Necro was 2/3 of the way to third base.
Oh, yeah, look at that shot. Wow.
Here.
Jack Wilson, arms raised, although that's pretty close play at third, too.
Yes, it is. What happened to the helmet? His ear flap. The padding was stuck to his head. The helmet was on the ground.
1-2 the count on Pedro Felice. 2-run lead for Duke and the Pirates. Swing and a miss. Zach Duke just put on a clinic. Second and third, nobody out. He strikes out Moises Salou, gets Ray Durham to fly to left, and Pedro Felice down swinging. What a job by Zach Duke. Still 4-2 Bucks. What an impressive bottom of the 6th inning that was for Zach Duke.
We used to talked about it a lot last year and this year. He has an uncanny ability to get out of those types of jams. I've seen it so many times.
Now the left-hander, Jonathan Sanchez, facing Jose Castillo. Castillo hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the first. That brought in a run, grounded out in the third, singled in a run in the fifth, or rather a singled in the fifth to start that frame, and then stole second base, was there with nobody out. Buck's not able to cash it in. A broken bat, single to start the fifth inning. Now begins the seventh. 1-2. Jonathan Sanchez, 23 years old.
He was an A-ball last year, Greg.
Yeah, Puerto Rican native. Eastern League pitcher this season. And yes, he did, says the home plate umpire, Ted Barrett. Remind you, Friday night, June 16th, a week from tomorrow, the Pirates host the Minnesota Twins interleague play, 7:05. College night at PNC Park. Party pregame in the College Cove. For only $20, you'll get your ticket to the game, free food and drink vouchers, and you'll get either a Pirates ringer t-shirt or a hat. And after the game, go to the Ugly Barbecue and Beer Company for food and drink specials. Call 1-800-BUY-BUCKS or visit pirates.com. College nights at PNC Park a week from tomorrow. Ronnie Paulino 1 for 3.
Sanchez was a starter until this year. 25 starts last year. He had a few starts in Double-A, then went to the pen, picked up some saves. Boy, you got a good loose arm. That's fastball 91, change up, pretty good breaking ball.
Jonathan Sanchez attended Ohio Dominion College in Columbus, Ohio.
He's yet to give up a hit in his big league career. 4 innings.
3-2 on Paulino with 1 out in the 7th. Ronnie Paulino talked about that on base percentage. It's truly incredible. This rookie, 3rd on the club behind Jason Bay and Freddie Sanchez, getting on base. 34,540, the paid crowd tonight. Now Zach Duke, we assume, will try to bunt him over. He has 4 sacrifice bunts this season.
I think Paulino and Duke's ex-manager and pitching coach are tuned in. Andrews and Jewett.
Trent Jewett, the AAA manager at Indianapolis, and Jeff Andrews, who was the Pirates pitching coach, their AA affiliate in Altoona, and now pitching coach for the Indianapolis Indians. And now Duke is swinging away and bounces what should have been a double play, but bobbled by Durham. The Pirates did that the other day with Paul Maholm, and he bounced into a double play, and that one nearly cost them. Taking the bunt off.
Well, the third baseman, Felice, charging hard. And if you're going to pull back and slug, hit it towards the third base side, you probably got a big old hole over there you can get it through, but he pulls it right to Durham, and Durham gets takes a bad angle to that ball. If he stays back and gets the bigger hop, it is a double play, but he kind of charged and got the in-between hop. So it's just like a sacrifice, Greg. Got the guy on second, and
see if the Pirates can take advantage of this. Nate McLouth 0 for 4. And he'll be lifted in favor of, as you see, Jose Bautista. Bautista will likely stay in the game in center. Facing the lefty, Jonathan Sanchez.
That little slug bunt must be a little play that Tracy likes to work with. Pitcher's batting practice, they're always working on the slug bunt. See it a little more first and second situations when they put a wheel play on. You're not supposed to bunt into it. With 1 out, both with Maholm the other day and today with Duke, and Tracy seeing if those 2 guys could hit a hole.
2-0 on Bautista. Now 2-1. Even.
A couple of fastballs to Bautista. Last one pretty good location, knee highs on the outside corner. Well, I'm afraid Bautista's going to see something with some spin on it. Back foot breaking ball he likes to go to. Nope, staying out there.
Jose Bautista pinch hits for Nate McLeod against the lefty Jonathan Sanchez. Struck him out looking. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 4-2 Pittsburgh. Well, the Pirates are out here in San Francisco, but we invite you to come out Friday night, tomorrow night. Bring the family to PNC Park for Pictures in the Park. Enjoy a double feature on the big PNC Park scoreboard. 2 of last year's best films. March of the Penguins starts at 7:30. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire at 9:30. Adult tickets just $10. Kids 12 and under only $5. And concessions will be open. Promises to be a night of great family-friendly fun. Tomorrow night, Friday, Pictures in the Park at PNC Park. Jason Ellison takes ball 1, bottom 3rd of the order. Now, so far, Zach Duke has retired the Giants 1, 2, 3 in the odd innings. The 1st, 3rd, and 5th frames. He falls behind Ellison 2-0. Solomon Torres has started the inning in the bullpen, and now Damaso Marte will join him, the left-hander. 3-0.
Zach Duke has thrown just 84 pitches, so I assume there's still plenty in the tank.
Three and one on Jason Ellison. Popped up in the 2nd, grounded out in the 4th. A leadoff walk. 3rd base on balls for Zach Duke. Now it's the rookie catcher.
Alfonso's had 2 pretty decent at bats against Duke. Has made fairly solid contact. Just missed a ball in the 2nd. Sent Bay to the wall. Hit a ball fairly hard to center in the 5th.
Eliezer Alfonso. Takes ball 1. Paulino goes out to talk with Zach Duke. Veteran Jose Vizcaino comes out on deck for the Giants.
Vizcaino on deck, you'd have to assume that Mr. Bonds is not available with a runner on and a 2-run ball game. You'd think if Barry was healthy that we may see him pinch hit. And again, they might be, Felipe might be saving him for later.
Falls behind 2-0.
Paulino egging him on, got the fist out, said, come on, give me that sinker, hit this outer third of the plate, get me a ground ball. And Alfonso looked like taking all the way in that situation, which is hard to believe. 2-0 representing the tying run. You think you're going to get something good to hit right there.
Grounded to third. Tough hop past Sanchez. Took a wicked hop. And Alfonso will wind up at second base as Bay gets the ball in. Tough luck for Sanchez and the Pirates there.
Yeah, the same exact situation. Zach Duke was in last inning. Second and third, nobody out. I don't know how they're going to roll this. It did take a wicked hop on Freddie. And Freddie was kind of in a little tight right there, too, and on the line. Ball bounces up. I saw Jack with a little trickier hop early in the game as well.
And now Vizcaino will go back into the dugout, and Todd Green instead will pinch hit. Second and third, they roll it a double. Tim Tracy is going to make a pitching change here with Todd Green announced as the pinch hitter. The leadoff walk to Ellison, and Alfonso. Bad hop double.
Very easily could have been a double play. That ball takes the normal hop. Freddie handles it. Easily turn a double play, but instead Zach Duke on the hook.
Could win it. He cannot lose it as he leaves leading by 2. We'll be back. There's Zach Duke. He can only watch now. Hands the ball over to the bullpen. There is his line, but responsible for 2 men on, both in scoring position. Pirates leading at 4-2. And now pinch hitting for the announced pinch hitter Green. It'll be veteran left-hand hitting Mark Sweeney.
And he's one of the best in the business pinch hitting. 6 for 19 this year with 3 RBIs. Over 270 in his career as a pinch hitter.
5th most all time in baseball, 137 pinch hits. Solomon Torres. Now count of 1-1. Sweeney is 3 for 3 with 3 walks lifetime against Torres.
I'm sure that's the matchup that Felipe wanted right here.
It's 1-2.
I'm not sure if that was Torres's fastball. I think he threw a changeup.
Yeah, I think it's back-to-back changeup.
Hard changeup, 88, 89 miles an hour. Sweeney out in front. Mm.
2-2. Solomon Torres was a non-drafted free agent signed by the Giants in September of 1989. Broken bat bouncing to the right side. The Pirates should get an out. They will, but it's an RBI, and Sweeney gets the job done as he moves Alfonso to third, and now Pirates lead is down to 1.
Yeah, that's good fundamental baseball right there, Mark Sweeney. Well, aggressive early in the count, up to 2 strikes. And with 2 strikes, shortens up, gets that change up again, down and away, and just stays back long enough, taps it to the right side, and moves the tying run over to third.
Randy Wynn 0 for 3 against Zach Duke, hitting under 190 as a right-hand hitter, but 311 from this side of the plate. Bounce to first. Casey will tag Wynn, and the runner has to hold at third. Randy Wynn 0 for 4.
First pitch swinging. Tries to get around that pitch on the outer part of the plate. And when you try to pull pitches on the outer third, you hit them on the ground.
Zach Duke likes that one. Now
Yes,
Omar Vizquel.
Well, it's veteran like Wynn. You know, it's a situation you look for a pitch out over the plate and try to hit it the other way. More times than not, you're going to get it airborne. You try to pull that pitch. Get weak grounders to first.
Vizquel started last inning with a bunt single. Now hits from the left side of the plate.
And Freddie in a few
now
steps
Freddie's
more at third.
One ball, one strike. Vizquel 3 for 7 plus a walk in his career against Torres. Chopper toward the right side. Castillo throws him out. Great work there from Solomon Torres. He gets 3 ground balls. The Giants get 1. Duke and the Pirates still lead by 1. Back our advanced auto parts game summary. Well, Sean Casey having quite a night, 4 for 4. This double in the second inning would bring home Jack Wilson. The Pirates would lead 3-0 at that point. Moises Salou recently back off the disabled list, a 2-run homer off Zach Duke in the 4th, made it 3-2, and then the Giants really threaten in the 6th. Second and third, nobody out, but he gets Moises Salou swinging. Ray Durham flies out. Pedro Feliz strikes out. And Zach Duke watching Solomon Torres get out of that 7th inning jam after giving up the 1 run. Applauds the efforts of the right-hander Solomon Torres. So Zach Duke's line complete, 6+ innings, 3 runs on 6 hits.
Well, you know Zach Duke, he's a competitor, boy. He wants to pick up this win, and fine work from Torres.
Tim Worrell now, veteran right-hander, came off the disabled list yesterday. Strained right muscle. 18th appearance for right-hander Tim Worrell.
He's the only guy in their bullpen with an ERA over 2.6.
And it's way over.
It's way
763.
Throwing that little cutter, and a little slider. 3 straight here to Jack.
Wilson 0 for 6 in his career against Tim Worrell. And a fly ball to center. Randy Wynn drifts back for the first out. Now we'll see if Sean Casey can complete his night. This is what he's done so far. A base hit to right field in the first. A double bringing home Jack Wilson in the second inning. A base hit in the 4th. All those 3 at bats against Matt Cain, and then against the reliever Ricardo, a base hit to right field. 4 for 4. He's had 3 5-hit games in his career. Two outs.
Yeah, and you know he's frustrated. I mean, he's not so. I mean, I'm sure he's happy he got the 4 hits, but he goes at bat to at bat. He's not going to get too high after going 4 for 4, too low after 0 for 4. He takes each at bat separately. He swung at a pitch he probably shouldn't have and tapped the first.
Bay bounces this one foul. I've written a little poem. You think it's a good time to do it at 12:30 in the morning in Pittsburgh?
I think it's the best.
You want to hear
time.
it?
Sure.
I don't know if we'll have time, 2 outs, but it's about the All-Star voting. Ready?
Yeah.
As we prepare to show off the best park in the States, please do what you can for Jay Bay and his mates. The Midsummer Classic is coming real soon, so let's sing to the world of Pittsburgh and Bucks tune. Log on to the web, go to Pirates.com, click on his name. It's Jason, not Tom. And as voting for Bay, you think it's okay, punch in Castillo and Jack. But before you go back, write in one name, put it just where it says, type in the letters to spell Freddie Sanchez. That's all there is to it. Your work is complete. But keep in mind, you may repeat and repeat. 25 times a vote you can cast, so do it today. It's really a blast. From Dr. Seuss Brown.
Wow, that's really
And
good.
to all, a good night.
Very good.
Well, I thought it'd be appropriate with you.
You are
you appreciate
so
those
talented.
Those Dr. Seuss poems.
Did you write that?
I
just
did.
now?
I wrote it on the plane last night.
Oh.
I had nothing better to do.
Apparently not.
Jeremy Burnitz at the plate. 3 for 10 in his career against Worrell.
Oh, boy.
Ah, the things you do to pass the time.
Yeah, it must be nice to have that free time. I
Well,
was
rather
busy
than taking a
researching
nappy, I know. Some people
researching
nap on the plane.
the Giants.
I'd already researched the Giants days and days ago.
They're sitting there playing Dr. Seuss. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish. Come on, Bernie, hit a gap.
Burnitz has not had a good night. A couple of strikeouts, a pop-up, a fly-out.
Lots of people on base. 8 base runners. Stranded.
Another man on here with 2 outs. As Bay walked for the 3rd time in this game. Bay very productive once again. 3 walks, a base hit, and a sacrifice fly. Jason Bay is left stranded at first as Jeremy Burnitz strikes out for the 3rd time and leaves yet another man on base. 4-3 Pirates. 4-3 Pirates going to the bottom of the 8th inning. Roberto Hernandez now on the mound for Pittsburgh, facing Lance Niekro, then Moises Salou and Ray Durham. Both clubs struggling with men on base in this ball game. Pirates have left at least a man on in each of their 8 innings. Strike is called on Lance Niekro.
Yeah, I got 1 for 19. The 2 teams combined with runners in scoring position, and that 1 hit did not drive in a run.
Man, Pirates have left 13 men on base. Toward the line and left, it'll hook foul. Lance Niekro has grounded out, singled, and doubled those 3 at-bats against the starter Zach Duke. 1 scoreless inning of work for Solomon Torres. Glad you're still with us. Especially want to say hello to one of our broadcast partners, Steve Blass, who I'm sure is tuned in tonight.
I'm sure he'll have a poem or 2 to counter when
Yeah,
he gets back home.
Yeah. Here's the 0-2. Found out a play. Steve Blass is the master of the limerick. You know, you've heard
right?
some of those, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really good stuff.
Lanny's got some talent,
Oh,
poetic talent as well.
Oh, he's incredible.
Has he been working with you? Did you guys sit and
No,
do
we
that
did not
together?
cooperate. No. That was Lanny may have done his own little ditty. That one's all mine. I'm sorry. I'm signing that one.
Publish it.
Yep. Popped up. Foul territory. Sean Casey just not going to be able to get there. Or is Burnitz or Castillo.
Boy, I think that was the Hernandez split. That was pretty nasty. He left it up in the zone, but tied up Niekro. Niekro jams himself. And usually you see an off-speed pitch left up in the zone. It at times gets hit hard. This pitch is pretty much down the middle, and Niekro just tied himself up. Fortunate there. He does a good job fouling that 95-mile-an-hour fastball off. A good location from Roberto.
Still 1-2.
Talk about Jose Mason, Colorado. As old as he is, how hard he throws. Hernandez, pretty much the same guy, same age, throwing just as hard. Let's see if he goes with the split here.
Whoa, rifled in the left. Lance Niekro leads off with a double. His third hit.
It is the split. This time it's down in the zone, and Paulino wants it on the dirt. It's left about knee high. Niekro, 3 pretty good at bats. And you leave him, if you that same pitch is on the outer third, you may get Niekro to get out in front and roll over on it. But you leave it on the inner third like that, it could get hit hard, and was hit hard.
Moises Alou 1 for 3 in this game. Checks his swing. He is 2 for 4 plus a walk in his career against Roberto Hernandez.
We'll see what Moises, his approach is. See if he's going to try to get him over or get him in.
He won't do either.
Nope. Well, he wasn't trying to get him over either. Trying to get that 4th RBI to tie the game.
Now Ray Durham. He's doubled, walked, and flied out. 2 for 8 in his career plus a walk against Roberto Hernandez. Ball, 1 strike.
96 from Big Bert.
Paulino can't find it, and the runner will go to third. Wild pitch. Tying run 90 feet away.
Boy, that's huge. That's the split-fingered fastball, and Paulino, he gets down and gets a piece of it, but can't find it in time. Niekro gets to third. Now the infield will be in. See if the Buccos can get out of another jam here in the 8th. on the grass. Niekro not that fast. You could probably afford to back up a step or two.
And this will tie the game. Bobbled by Bay, but Durham will hold it first. An RBI single that ties it.
We talked about this last inning, the Randy Wynn at bat, where he tries to pull the ball and taps a grounder to first baseman Casey. Well, Durham, the veteran, stays inside it, doesn't try to pull it, hits it the other way. And more times than not, when you're hitting the ball the other way, you're going to get the ball airborne. Not hit that well, but over the drawn-in infield, and we got a new ball game. That'd be the first base hit of the night and 20 at-bats for either team that drives in a run.
Pedro Feliz. He has walked, hit into a double play, and struck out. A no decision for Zach Duke. One ball, one strike.
Ray Durham at first does have a stolen base. Doesn't run as well as he used to. He's had a number of years and early on in his career where he's stolen 30 or more.
One out. Tie game. Bottom of the 8th. The ball gets away from one of the bullpens.
Well, how many ballparks is there that have the bullpens in play? Is this the only one?
Wrigley.
Wrigley, yeah.
American League, I'm not sure about. I understand Oakland. That didn't miss by much. Two and two, one out. Oh, the runner goes to second on the strikeout. Wild pitch.
And Feliz was running to first, although that doesn't matter with the runner starting at first. It's a good split, this time out of the zone. That's, I think, what he tried to do to Niekro, but left the ball up a bit. This time it gets below the zone and Feliz waves at it. Paulino unable to find that ball as well, as hit the glove and just rolled far enough away for Durham to advance.
Bounce to the shortstop, Jack Wilson on to first. We go to the 9th inning, and now it is a tie game. Pirates and Giants in the first of this 4-game series. Freddie Sanchez will lead off the 9th inning. Pittsburgh Pirates baseball on FSN Pittsburgh is being brought to you by Pepsi, the joy of cola, and by Chrysler, inspiration comes standard. Back in San Francisco, and we're all tied up going to the 9th inning now. 4-4. Pirates have had so many chances Giants have had a bunch. Armando Benitez, veteran hard-throwing right-hander, takes over. Tim Worrell pitches a scoreless 8.
You want to be patient against Benitez. He can walk you. You see there 9 walks against 10 strikeouts. Almost a walking inning. Hard thrower. Giants in the no doubles mode. Felice guarding the line at third.
Fly ball to left. Alou. Check in now with our West Penn Allegheny Health System injury update. Kip Wells will start for Lynchburg, Pirates A-ball affiliate, on Saturday. He was scheduled then to go to Altoona and then up the ladder to Indianapolis and rejoin the Pirates, if all goes well, June 25th against the Dodgers out west. Jose Castillo has been on base twice.
Benitez missing badly with the location there. Alfonso wanted it down and away, left the fastball up middle. Outfielders deep. Felice on the line.
Oh, and 2 on Castillo.
Just another fastball up in the zone. Castillo takes a pretty good whack at it, but hits it a bit off the end of the bat. Routine play for Alou.
Now Ronnie Paulino.
And we keep talking about the good job Ronnie Paulino's been doing, driving the ball the other way. Good on base percentage. The one thing that's missing, and we will see it eventually, is that home run power. He's extremely strong, got power to all fields. Just the 1 home run, but it's in there. Hang him a breaking ball, and he's liable to hit it 400 plus feet.
They say power always the last to come.
And what's amazing is he'd have little runs of, power, hitting balls out of the park, but the average always wavered because sometimes he tried to hit the ball too far at times, and his approach wasn't always as simple as what we've seen, where he's just hitting the ball all over the park. He used to try to pull the ball too much, tried to hit the ball out of the park too often, and his average suffered. Well, now he's keeping the simple approach and whacking base hits all over the place. Everybody talks about the power of Bay. Castillo with good power to all fields. And Paulino has every bit as much power as a Bay or Castillo. It just hasn't shown it yet at this level.
But again, that's so impressive about Paulino. As you said, John, you have to be patient with Armando Benitez. A lot of young players would not have been as patient as Paulino, and Paulino continues Would be very impressive. Second time he's walked in the game. He's on base for the third time, and now Craig Wilson will pinch hit for Roberto Hernandez.
Another guy with good power, Craig Wilson. Powered all fields, and what I was just talking about with Paulino, unfortunately, it's, Craig at times, he has his ups and downs. At times he tries to pull the ball a little too much, and that's when he struggles. He's strong enough to hit the ball out of the park anywhere, and he's seeing the ball well and staying back. He'll carry an offense.
Just 2 at-bats in his career against Armando Benitez. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Rifles this one into left. Alou over to cut it off, and Ronnie Paulino is going to third, and he'll be there. And into second is Craig Wilson. So Paulino decided to go ahead, give it a chance, and he turned it on a little bit. Still doesn't run well, but
he doesn't run that badly for as big as he was, and they were playing no doubles. Moises Alou was playing extremely deep and had to go a long way down the line to get this ball. And Paulino, just about anybody's going to be able to get to third there, and it's a good aggressive running by Paulino, and a bad choice for Moises Alou throwing that ball to third base. He throws the ball.
Gives you 2-run lead.
He throws the ball to second base. He keeps Wilson at first. He keeps they still have the option of a force out. And now 2 runners in scoring position. Let's see if the Bucks could cash in here.
What are the numbers now on the night? The Pirates, 1 for 11?
1 for 11 with runners in scoring position, as is the Giants. They're 1 for 11 as well. Their hit did drive in a run, whereas the Pirates' hit did not drive in a run.
Bautista will not get the job done either. 2 more men left on base for the Pirates. Bucks have left 15 men on, still tied at 4. It's the bottom of the 9th inning, and it's just incredible. Both teams struggling with men in scoring position. The Pirates, however, have left 15 men on base, and should they end up losing this game by a run, you're going to talk about the 1-run losses again, how close they are, but it shouldn't be a close game.
Right.
It should not be a close game right now.
And we talked about it after the 3rd inning. I hope this doesn't come back to haunt you. We only have 3 runs through the first 3 innings, despite all the base runners, left 7 on through 3. And Marte, one of a handful of really bad performances yesterday. Marte pitched the 7th inning in Colorado and walked 3 batters in a row. And that's what you look for here. Make sure Marte's throwing strikes, make them earn their way on.
Alfonso, the rookie catcher. Ronnie Paulino, the Pirates rookie backstop, went toward the seats to take a look. Ronnie Paulino on base 3 times in this game. Broken bat pop up.
Oh no.
Jack Wilson and Freddie Sanchez neither aggressive enough to try to catch the ball.
Hard to say. We'll look on the replay, see if you see anybody calling for it. Freddie's turned around. This is a tough play for Freddie. He gets turned around a little bit and unable to get there. And Jack, hard to tell if he could get there either. But yeah, I think Jack could make that play. He's got to be vocal, get Freddie out of the way, take charge there, because that's a tough play with Freddie with his back to the plate. It's a much easier play for Jack.
Now Steve Finley will bunt the veteran to the right side. Marte tosses to first. Sacrifice moves the winning run into scoring position.
Well, here they are again, runners in scoring position. A ball that traveled about 110 feet in the air represents the go-ahead run at second base.
Randy Wynn, 0 for 4. Alfonso, the winning run at second. And that's popped up. This should be caught. Castillo drops it. First and third.
Well, and like I said, with Freddie Sanchez at third, a much easier play for Jack Wilson and Freddie Sanchez. In this instance, this ball's hit plenty high enough, a much easier play for Jeremy Burnitz than Jose Castillo. And Burnitz had time to get there and call Castillo off. Castillo's backing up. And two plays here in this ninth inning, critical plays where nobody's taking charge. And the people that's supposed to be taking charge is not.
First and third, and now a fly ball with depth wins it. On 2 balls that should be caught, we should be going to the 10th inning for extra innings. The Pirates have not played well tonight. Intentional walk issued. Lance Niekro, the right-hand hitter, is on deck. Matt Capps is warming in the Pirates bullpen. Figure Jim Tracy will bring him in after this intentional walk is issued.
Niekro on deck. He's a double play ball candidate, but he's been swinging the bat extremely well. Last 3 times up, hit the ball extremely hard. He's grounded into 7 double plays this year.
Here comes Jim Tracy to make the pitching change.
And we mentioned earlier his numbers against lefties coming in just 189, so he does hit right-handers better, but Jim Tracy brings in the right-hander. Niekro 270 against righties.
See if Matt Capps can find a way to get it done. Bases loaded, 1 out. We'll be back. Matt Capps and the Pirates in some kind of pickle. 4-4, bases loaded, 1 out in the bottom of the 9th.
Well, you see the confidence Jim Tracy has in Matt Capps, and he likes the fact that he throws strikes. Just 3 walks on the year. And he has forced some double plays, 5 and 24 opportunities.
The error charged to Jose Castillo, dropping that ball in shallow right. Infield is in, and a strike is called on Niekro.
Niekro 4 for 6 with the bases loaded. Bases loaded with less than 2 outs. He's 4 for 4 on the year.
This is going to be hit into shallow right field. Caught by Burnitz. The run will not be able to score on that ball hit by Niekro. 1 big out for Capps.
Very big, and that's why you play the infield or the outfield shallow here in the bottom of the 8th inning. If the outfield's at normal depth, Burnitz probably doesn't get to this ball, but Tracy calls his outfielders in because a routine fly ball is a sac fly, and they're going to score anyhow. So Burnitz is shallow. He's able to get a little flare, and now Capps got to face one of the best hitters with runners in scoring position in baseball.
Even tougher assignment now. He is a lifetime 350 hitter, 350 with the bases loaded in his career. Moises Alou facing the rookie Matt Capps, and it's ball one.
I like the pitch, starting him off with a breaking ball. Sometimes Capps and these guys have scouting reports, and they know Capps usually comes hard early. He likes to establish the fastball and get ahead with the fastball. Well, Moises Alou, a great fastball hitter.
Man at third base, Alfonso, the one that counts. A 4-4 game. His pop-up should have been caught by either Jack Wilson or Freddie Sanchez. It wasn't. 1-0 the count. Pulls this foul into the seats.
Wow. Giants at 1 for 14 on the day, with runners in scoring position.
The Giants with the bases loaded this season, hitting .388 as a team.
Oh, no.
Gets away. That's going to be the ball game. A wild pitch, and the Giants win it on a wild pitch.
Wow. Squandered opportunities early. This ninth inning, a total disaster. Routine pop-ups. One falling in, one dropped. And after a great job getting Necro to hit the flare out to right, a wild pitch, and Paulino unable to keep it in front, and yet another one-run loss for the Bucks.
And another game the Pirates shouldn't have been involved in, a one-run game. It should have been decided well before this ninth inning, but this is how it is decided. The wild pitch brings home Alfonso, and the Giants win 5-4 game one of this 4-game series. The Pirates fall to 5-25 on the road this season. We'll be back.